In this lecture, we will see how to create a new document using server-side scripting. And here we are using one method, and the method name is frappe.newdoc. So let's start learning. So the method is here, frappe.newdoc, and here I am going to create a new function. The function name is new document, and inside this I am calling this method frappe.newdoc, and here I am going to create a new document under client-side scripting doctype. Then we have already seen the fields of client-side scripting. It have first name field and last name field and also age field. Let's add some values to that fields. So the doc dot first name is Jake and the doc dot last name is Jay, and lastly the doc dot age is 13. This will add these values to this new document, and I'm using one method doc.insert to insert these values into client-side scripting doc type. So let's save this, and here I am calling this new document method inside a validate event, and save it again. Comment this lines frappe new doc, then remove this pass from here. Then let's open server-side scripting doc type, add a new scripting. So let's trigger that validate event using save button, and now we successfully saved this document. Let's open one more tab here and search client-side scripting list. Here we can see a new client-side scripting document, and we can see the first name is Jake and there is some error in that code, so the last name is not visible here, and here we can see the age is 13. So let's open VS Code and solve this error. I think the name field is last name, so there is some spelling mistake, so that's why this is not fetching properly. So let's solve this. LASTE is the field name. Here I am adding one more thing, and let's add some values to the family member child table. So here I am adding three values, the name one, and which is Jane, and relation is sister, and age is 14. So this script will add these values to family member child table, and which is present in client-side scripting doc type. Let's save this, then go to server-side scripting. Now the validate event is triggered, and let's go to client-side scripting doc type list. Here we can see a new client-side scripting, and inside this we can see our first name Jake, last name Jay, then age is 13, and in family member child table we can see the values name Jane, relation sister, and age is 14. So this is how we can create a new document using frappe.newdoc method. Now let's see how to delete a document using server-side scripting. So the method used for deleting a document is frappe.deleteDoc. Then we have to pass two parameters. First one is the doc type name and then the document name. So let's delete one client-side scripting document during this validate event triggering, and I'm triggering this method frappe delete doc inside a validate event, and my doc type name is client-side scripting, and the document name is PR0013. I don't know this one is present or not. Let's go to client-side scripting, and the document is not available here, so let's change this to PR0012. And this is the document which we created using frappe.newdoc method. Let's save this, then open server-side scripting. Let's add a new server-side script and trigger that method using save button. So it shows one error, unexpected internet block. So let's comment this line, save it again, then close this and save again. Now let's go to client-side scripting doctype list. Here we can see PR0012. Let's reload this list, and now we can't see that document, and the document is deleted using this frappe.delete doc method. In this lecture, we will see the different document method used in Frappe framework. Let's start learning. The first document method is doc.insert, and this method is used to insert values into database. We have already seen this method in previous lecture. Let's see one more time. And here I am creating a new document function to trigger doc.insert method, and I am using frappe.newdoc to create a new document under client-side scripting doc type, and I am adding doc.firstname Bali and doc.age is 13. Then we can insert these values into database using this doc.insert document method, and I am triggering this new document function inside a validate event. Let's save this and go to server-side scripting, then add a new server-side script and trigger that method using save button. Let's open client-side scripting list and refresh this list view. Here we can see our new document Bali and the age is 13. So the doc.insert method is inserted this document into client-side scripting doc type. We can also add some escape hatches into this doc.insert method, and let's see different escape hatches. The first one is ignore permission. So this will ignore all permission to that doc type. The second one is ignore links, and it will ignore link validation in the document during insert. The third one is ignore if duplicate, and in some time we can see the duplicate error during insert a new document. So this hatch will ignore that duplicate entry error. The last one is ignore mandatory, and this will ignore the mandatory fields validations. So these are the major escape hatches used in doc.insert method. Let's comment this and comment these lines too. Our next document method is doc.save, and this document method is used to save the data into database. This will also trigger some events during saving this doc type, and here also I am using frappe new doc method to create a new document under client-side scripting, and the first name is Danny, then doc.age is 31. Then instead of doc.insert I am using doc.save. So this will save this document inside client-side scripting. Let's save this and go to server-side scripting. Let's uncheck this enable, then click on save. Go to client-side scripting list view, and here we can see our new document PR0013, and the first name is Danny and age is 31. So this document is created using this doc.save document method. Here also we can use some escape hatches, and first one is ignore permission, and this will ignore all the permissions during this insert. And the second one is ignore version, and it will not create a version record. So these are the hatches used in doc.save. Let's comment these lines. And the third document method is doc.delete. We have already seen one document delete method in previous lecture, and which is frappe.delete doc. We can also delete a document using doc.delete document method. So let's see how we can delete a document. Actually, PR0014 is not present in our client-side scripting list. So let's use PR0013, and I'm getting that document using frappe.getDoc, and Then I am deleting that using the document method doc.delete. So this will delete that document from client-side scripting doctype list. Let's save this, then trigger that method using save button. Then go to client-side scripting list view, and now we can't see the PR0013 document here. So it is deleted using doc.delete document method. Let's comment these lines. Finally, we can use doc.dbset to set values to a document. So let's see how it is working. So here I am getting one document using frappe.getDoc method. Actually, we deleted this PR0013 document. So let's change to PR0012, and I'm adding a new age to PR0012 document, and I am using doc.dbset to add that age. And inside this document method, let's add the field name and then the value. So let's save this, but let's check what is the value present in this PR0012 document. Let's open PR0012. Now we can see the age is 13. Let's trigger that db.setValue using this save button. Then go to document, just reload this document, and now we can see the age is changed to 45. So this is done by using this doc.dbset document method. In this lecture, we will see how to fetch all the documents present inside a doctype using frappe.db.getList. We can also fetch the document based on filters and field values. Let's start learning. And the method name is frappe.db.getList, and we can pass different arguments. First one is doctype, and which is doctype name. Then we can add filters, and we can also add fields. Then we can use ordered by, then group by, then start, and also page length. So let's create a new function, and here I'm going to fetch all the documents from client-side scripting, and I'm also added one filter which is enabled is equal to 1. So I am only fetching the enabled client-side scripting document. We can also add multiple filters inside this filter parameter. And next I am going to fetch only first name and age from client-side scripting. So that's why I am using field parameter here. Inside that I am added first name and age. So here I am fetching first name and age from enabled client-side scripting doctype. So next I am iterating that document object using a for loop, and then I am printing the parent first name is dash and age is dash using a frappe.messagePrint function, and here I am fetching that values using d.firstName and d.age. Let's call this method inside a validate event, then comment these lines, save this, and let's open server-side scripting doctype, add a new one. Then inside this client-side doc field, we can see all the documents present inside client-side scripting doctype. Now we can see 12 document here. So let's see the enabled documents present inside client-side scripting. Trigger that method. And here we can't see the 12 document, and it is because this will only return the enabled document. We added one filter inside frappe.getList, so that's why it is filtered based on enabled. So now we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 documents. So let's check this first document is enabled or not. The first name is Denny. So let's go to client-side scripting doctype, and in filters Let's add first name Denny, and it is PR0002. Let's open this, and now here we can see the document is enabled. So that's why our method fetches this first name and age from this PR0002 document.